What is up, YouTube? This is Juggernaut097 for you guys in our video today, and today I'm going to be doing my WWE NXT review for July 8th, 2015. And this was a pretty good show this week. I mean, there wasn't really too much matches that week this week tonight, but it was a pretty good show. And nonetheless, let's get started with this review. So first off, it shows highlights from the Beast in the East special that was on the WWE Network on July 4th. It was pretty good, but one thing, it didn't show the match that with the NXT Championship match, because later on tonight they were going to be showing replaying that match. So yeah, that's one reason why they didn't show that match. I think didn't show highlights of that match because they were going to be doing that match later tonight. So yeah, but so for the first match night we get was a tag team match. It was Dana Brooke and Emma versus Sasha Banks. First off, Dana Brooke got on the mic before the match and says, "So you're the boss of NXT." Then she says that it looks like we were right. You could not find a partner. And she says, "Yeah, we were right." And then Banks gets on the mic and says, "Yeah, you guys are right. I couldn't find a partner." And then she says, "But I will take you guys." But she was like, "If you think I'm scared, Miss Piggy and little kangaroo friend," then she says, "I'll take you both on." But then Charlotte's music hits and Charlotte comes out, and then Charlotte gets on the mic and says, "I will be your partner." Then she says, "But you owe me one." And then they shake. Then they high five each other's hands. So. Yeah, it looks like old times. Feels like the BFFs again, but except, what's her name is in there? Summer Rae is in there. Was it Summer Rae part of the BFFs? I think she was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. Maybe someone could post on the comments below if you guys know if, I can't remember if she was. Summer Rae was a part of the BFFs. Maybe she was. I don't know. But so yeah, Dana Brooke and Emma versus Sasha Banks and Charlotte. So Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks, they started the match, but Banks just kicked her right out of the gates and then tags in Charlotte. They did a nice double team kick on Dana, and then Charlotte did a knee to right in the face of Dana. And then Dana quickly tagged in Emma. Charlotte took down Emma and tried to roll up. Then yeah, she tried to roll up but she got her up for two. And Charlotte chased Emma around the ring, and then Emma got back in the ring and tagged in Dana. And then Charlotte was heading out on the apron, but she got kicked in the head by Dana. Kicked inside of the head by Dana. And then Emma and Dana, they were doing frequent tags with each other, back and forth. And like I said, they were doing frequent tags, and then they were doing a lot of kicks to Charlotte in the corner, and they were just trying to isolate her during this match. And Emma, she locked in like a waist lock, with her legs on Charlotte, and then Dana had a submission locked in on Charlotte, but she counters that and she puts it into a pin, and Charlotte makes it to the corner and gets a hot take on Sasha Banks, and she hits a clothesline and another one, then a Luthez press, and then Banks did a nice double knee into the corner, and then she did another double knee into the corner while she was seated. So that was pretty cool during that. Then Emma, then she was seated and then goes for the pin, but Emma broke it up. But the winners of the match were Sasha Banks and Charlotte. They win by when Sasha Banks had in the bank statement, and then Charlotte had in the finger four leg lock on Emma, I think. Yeah, she did have it on Emma. So, yeah, but then after the match, Charlotte gets on the mic and says, "You know what? Deal's a deal." She was like, "Next week, I want an NXT Women's title match." And then Banks says, "You're on." And he goes like, "So next week we're going to have Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the NXT Women's title." So that is going to be a fun match. I mean, these girls always put on good matches, usually. So I think this is going to be a really, really fun match. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And then next we had was the NXT Championship Match from the Beast in the East special on the WWE Network. I'm not going to really go into much details about this since I did a review of the Beast in the East. Yeah. But so yeah, like I said, it was Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor. Like I said, I'm not going to go into much detail because I reviewed it, the Beast in the East. So if you guys want to hear me review that match, then you guys can go check out the Beast in the East review later on. But you know, one thing I don't understand, why did they have this match on NXT tonight? Because I didn't really think they needed to have a match, in my opinion. Like I just didn't think they really needed to have one because, like, you know, it's already on the network, so anybody can go back and rewatch it. Like, I mean, so I just don't really understand why they did that. And also, like, if you're already watching like NXT, then like why haven't you watched the match, like the Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor match yet? You know what I mean? But yeah, but it was an awesome match. I love the Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens match. But yeah. And then the next match we had was, well, before that we had was a backstage segment with Chad Gable, and they were talking about Jason Jordan declining his offer to be his tag team partner. Gable says it seems like Jordan doesn't want to win, so he wants to stay at the bottom of the totem pole. And then Jordan shows up, and he goes like, oh, he agrees to be his tag team partner. So next week, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan are going to be tagging up. So, I mean, who knows if Jordan and Gable are going to get the win? I mean, who knows? Who knows who they're going to be facing? Maybe like facing two jobbers. But yeah, that was that. And then next match at night we had was Marcus Lee versus Solomon Crowe. But before this, there was a backstage segment with Solomon Crowe. Solomon Crowe, he was talking backstage. I mean, he was in the crow's nest. He says that, you know, the resident little monster is back, and then he said that he's meaner than ever before. So yeah. And then, like we said, now we had Marcus Lee versus Solomon Crowe. So Marcus, like, he went for a clothesline at the beginning of the match, and then Crowe ducked it, and he hit two chops to the chest of Marcus Lee, but it did not affect Marcus Lee. And then Crowe slapped him in the face, and then Marcus Lee went down, and then Crowe went for the pin, but Marcus Lee kicks out. Crowe had a submission, but Marcus Lee counters that, and then Marcus threw him into the corner, but Crowe moved out of the way and tried to go for like a springboard, but Marcus Lee like hit the ropes, so he made him fall off. And then Marcus Lee Marcus Lee went for the cover, but Crowe kicks out at 2. And then Marcus hit three knees to the ribs. And then Crowe hit a nice, it was like a cutter RKO type of move. I thought that was pretty cool. And then hit a running kick in the corner. Then did a drop kick to the knee of Marcus Lee. But then Solomon Crowe locked in the crowbar for the win. So the winner match was Solomon Crowe. So this was a fun match. I liked it. You know, I hope they start doing stuff with Solomon Crowe more, because like we really haven't saw much on NXT. I mean, we saw like a few matches here and there from him, but not really too much from him. So yeah. And then next we had was so next week Sami Zayn's gonna be like a medical update. So that's gonna be pretty exciting to see how Sami Zayn is doing. And so yeah. And then the main event we had was the number 1 contenders tag team match. The Vaudevillains versus Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amor with Carmella. I love both of these tag teams. Like, I didn't really care who won this match because I'll be all right with whoever wins this match. Like, I didn't really care. Like I said, Enzo Amor and Colin Cassidy, you know, they do like their normal stuff, what they do at the beginning. Simon Gotch and Enzo Amor, they start the match. Both did some, you know, side headlocks, and they did some grappling back and forth. And then Simon Gotch, he tried to roll up Enzo, but Enzo pops out at one, and then Cassidy threw both over the top rope outside the ring, and then he called him SAWFT, soft. So I like that. And then Colin Cassidy hit a nice sidewalk slam on English, then went for the cover, but pops out at 2. And then Colin Cassidy did a body slam on English, and then tagged in Enzo, and then Colin Cassidy threw Enzo on top of him. And then Enzo went for the cover, but English kicks out at 2. And then Enzo was like throwing nice jabs on English. And then Enzo went for some, he went for like a corner like type of move during the match. But English puts up his legs, and then English went for the cover, but Enzo pops out at 2, and then Enzo finally fought back and tagged in Colin Cassidy. And Colin Cassidy hits a slap on English, and then throws Simon Gotch into the ring, and then clotheslines him over the ropes. And then Colin Cassidy, he did a big splash into the corner on English. And then English tried rolling up Colin Cassidy, but only got 2. Colin Cassidy hit a big boot on English, and then Colin Cassidy hit a black hole slam type of move onto Simon Gotch. Then Colin Cassidy was getting ready to do like an assist with Enzo Amor, like where they do that splash off the top rope. But Simon grabbed the legs of Colin Cassidy, but Enzo does a crossbody off the top rope, but English rolls through and pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So we got new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. So this was a good NXT this week. I liked it. Tell me what you guys thought about NXT. This was a fun show. I liked it, and that's about pretty much all I have to say. If this was your first time ever checking out one of my videos, please smash that subscribe button and go follow me on Twitter at @TrueJSB. Again, it's at @TrueJSB. And don't forget to follow the podcast. It's ICWP, and it's at ICW_podcast. So Juggernaut pretty much saying, peace out. Catch you guys in my next video.